please remember to like, subscribe and comment, as we love to hear back from our viewers. Also, if you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron of our show through Patreon and or GoFundMe. Links are listed below the video in the description. From the deepest, darkest recesses of Dangerous Nerds headquarters, Keith Moncrief and Gerry Kissell.
Hey guys, it's Gary
and Keith,
and we're here with Pop Culture
Minefield.
So first we want to announce that this is the year of Blade Runner. We haven't mentioned that. It's 2019. November is when Blade Runner takes place. Where's our flying cars? Where's our insane running around replicants? Why don't we have them? And who's Tyrell? So
Elon Musk.
That's what I was thinking. Elon Musk would probably be Tyrell.
Has to be Elon Musk.
Let's see. We've got. Let's go with the birthday announcements first. Let's get that out of the way.
So yesterday was Bill Finger's 105th birthday. And
Bill Finger, of course, for some of you who don't know, which would surprise me, Bill Finger is the co-creator of Batman.
Well, he actually is Batman's dad.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned.
Because Bob Kane was Mom. Are you home, Bill? We've got also the birthday for Academy Award winning composer John Williams.
Yay!
And then, of course, tomorrow, which we talked about.
Well, that's today.
Oh, wait, today's the night. That's right.
Yeah,
so today is Frank Frazetta's, would be Frank Frazetta's birthday. Yeah. Probably the greatest influence on almost any commercial artist I know.
Yeah. He was the man.
He was.
Literally was the man.
The man.
So for all you kids out there that do not know that name, that's your homework.
Yeah, it's like, just to point something out about that guy, never used models.
Yeah.
Everything he illustrated and painted was right out of his head. His understanding of light and composition was just amazing. Right out of his head.
There's an amazing documentary about him called Frazetta. So check that out.
Painting with Fire.
That's the one. Yeah, Painting with Fire.
Yes, I have that. It's I own that documentary. It's amazing. It's on Amazon, and if you've never seen it, go see it. A lot of people involved with him that we've lost now, like Bernie Wrightson was in the documentary. Yeah. Because Bernie came up with him. Al Williamson, who is probably the single greatest illustrative influence on me, because I draw a lot like Al Williamson in the comic book work that I do. Mm-hmm. Ultra realistic, faces are blocked a certain way. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good stuff. So let's see. The first thing we're going to go to is Avengers Endgame Super Bowl trailer.
That was amazing.
Yes.
They were smart in making sure that that got shown before the actual start of the game. So, look, by now, a lot of you that are watching us have seen that trailer. So, all I can say is, wow. Wow.
And the brothers made the announcement that the final running time for the film is 3 hours.
Which is going to be great. People are still discussing whether or not there should be an intermission.
Yeah, it's one of those films where you know you don't drink your whole soda before the middle of the film. You slowly sip. And then when you get halfway, then you can finish your drink. I hope they have an intermission.
Well, that's the thing. I started out being in the intermission camp until someone had brought up the fact that living the way our lives are today, what's going to stop somebody from going outside during intermission and just blurting?
Oh, yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, beat them.
Carry a knife and stab them! Right in the face!
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, if we could figure out a way past that, that'd be great. Then,
well, it's just, there's always going to be that threat today of people giving away stuff. So, I mean, they're going to do it if it's going to be at the intermission or at the end. If that's the kind of person they are, they're going to do it. But it would suck because I heard of stuff like that happening with, was it Force Awakens? Mm-hmm. People coming out of the movie and just walking past people in line to go see it, going, Han Solo dies! So a fist fight broke out in Phoenix over that.
That's what happened with me with Jacob's Ladder.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody came out and did that?
Well, somebody said something. I was like, really? I mean, do we have to do this now? I mean...
Some people just don't have an understanding of proper movie etiquette. Let's see. I don't know what this is about. What are we talking about here? The Bud Light HBO Cross?
Yeah, for the Super Bowl. Where it's the one about the jousting tournament, where the mountain comes out and...
Oh, I see. I didn't see this.
Oh, yes! That's a big surprise. I mean, it starts out as a Bud Light commercial. And then you find out that the Bud Light Knight, his opponent, was the Mountain. Who ends up, after he knocks him off his horse, walks over, kneels down, and begins to put pressure on his head and his eyeballs.
Oh my God.
You see the dilly guy going, screaming like a girl.
So this was the Game of Thrones thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I saw a snapshot of it, but I didn't catch a lot of the commercials. I only watched part of the Super Bowl itself.
Yeah.
Because I was busy working on artwork. Let's see. Then we move on to Sandra Bullock to produce Mark Millar comic for Netflix. It says.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock, I should say Mark Millar, made a deal with Netflix where he gave Netflix first look at his work, and I think he sold Millar World to Netflix. So I have been anticipating the first major project, and it looks like Sandra Bullock is very interested in doing work with them. So,
well, this is good because Rob Liefeld stepped out, which a lot of us were like, why Rob Liefeld? You know, I mean, he created some good stuff, but what an odd person to... I mean, Todd McFarlane seems to be the more obvious person to go to, and Millar. Why Liefeld? But Liefeld just walked out of his deal with Netflix.
Well, okay, now, Liefeld's deal was announced after Mark. So Mark's been with him.
So they're completely separate.
Yeah, these were completely separate deals. And again, I am impressed with the fact that Mark Millar seems to be just zooming. That's part of that $8 billion that Netflix borrowed in order to create all that programming. And now they're going to bump it up to like $12 million the next time they borrow money.
Yeah, because they are hugely in debt, so they really have to make all this work.
Well, everybody,
because they're trying to compete with Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, they shot their cannon across Marvel Disney's bow by canceling Daredevil, and I'm assuming they're going to probably also cancel Jessica Jones and the Punisher now that this season is over.
Yeah.
Because their breadwinner was Daredevil, not Punisher. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're getting some good numbers on the Punisher, but nothing close to what they were getting with Daredevil.
Yeah.
So if they're willing to cut their own throat there, it's like Punisher is going to be a hard choice. Our hope still is that Disney finds a way, because they said there seems to be a loophole that would allow them to pick up the show for their own app.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well... and with Netflix, you know, before we go off Netflix, we want to, I guess, go over again anything new on the relationship with Star Trek Discovery.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
We're still headed the same direction.
Down, because they want no involvement. Okay, so Deadpool is going to... Oh, yeah, this is big news. That Disney stated very clearly that they will be producing any of the Fox-related R-rated movies, which includes, of course, Deadpool, and also with the Alien franchise, which is really cool because we just got news today that James Cameron and Neil Blomkamp are talking about a planned sequel.
Yeah.
Which Blomkamp had already done artwork for and had planned out, but now having Cameron involved is really good news.
Yes.
This means that the purchase of Fox
is close.
Is good for us fans of the Alien franchise.
And other properties.
Because, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the first film, Prometheus, and what was the second one called? Alien Covenant?
Yes.
The first one had its great points, really dumb logic, but it was still fun to watch. And then the second one, Covenant, was much better, but with characters that you don't recognize or know and you don't care about, which is the one thing that you love about the original Alien and Aliens, is you had all these characters that you knew and you liked and cared about when they began to die. And they didn't die doing something stupid, which is the rule of good horror, is people dying doing the right thing and they still die. Because that's horrifying about life. And of course, with Prometheus, almost everybody that died in that film died doing something really stupid just before they died. Like, I'm going to handle this alien snake with my bare hands. Nothing'll happen. Anyway, the guy who does the geo mapping gets lost. I mean, I get the irony of that, but it was really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Deadpool is going to stay R, which is great news for Ryan Reynolds. I never thought for a second that Disney was going to drop Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. Yeah. It's like everybody was like, do you think they're going to keep it? It's like, they would be crazy not to keep it.
Look, Bob Iger, this is his second statement. His first original statement is what he told everybody. It's like, look, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, yeah, that's happening. You know, a lot of people, suddenly got all scared because they thought they were going to change it. So Iger had to say this again, and this time this was from a conference call with investors, and he put it all out there. It's like, look, we are going to make this, and it will be R-rated. So, I mean, if he's telling the shareholders that, it's happening.
Yeah, because Disney's not making the R-rated movies. It's the sub-studios that they now own.
Which they've done it before. They did that with Hollywood Pictures and various others.
Oh, exactly.
Miramax.
Their first one was Ruthless People with Danny DeVito.
Yep.
And
I thought it was Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
Bill Pullman and Bette Midler.
Yeah.
And really good film. Funny film.
Remake of a French movie.
It was the first Disney-produced R-rated film.
Yep.
Yes, it was a remake of a French film. So, I mean, that's some good news that we're going to get that. And, of course, getting the good news that Cameron and Blomkamp are talking. If you haven't checked out that production art that Blomkamp produced for his planned Alien film, go look at it.
Good stuff.
It's exciting. It's bringing Sigourney Weaver back, as well as Michael Biehn as Hicks.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I can't remember, were they going to bring the girl back too?
Yeah.
Newt?
Oh, that was going to be part of it.
Because I know it probably won't be the same girl because she's grown up and she has her own life now.
Well, I mean, and I think they were planning on her being older for this movie. So
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward towards the all this news coming in about the Alien game with Ripley's daughter.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed that first one.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She's leaving The Walking Dead.
Michonne.
Which I just assumed she was going to leave after Lincoln left. When you don't have... I stopped watching it after they captured Negan. I'm like, okay, I'm done. That was the end of the series for me.
Yeah.
I was happy. And even though that season had its lows and had some highs, I liked the ending. It was good. Let's walk away from it. And I have not come back. I've not watched another episode. I don't think I ever will. Because it's not the same show. It's just it's not the same show. And Rick's gone, and I'm like, why would Michonne, or is it Denell?
Yeah,
Denell. Why she would want to stay? I don't know.
Well, she's got other opportunities.
And one of the actors who's been critical of these actors being let go and killed is still there. What's his name? The country boy, the crossbow.
Oh. Yeah, it's been a while for me.
Yeah, I forget his name. You can actually talk. You're the director, but you can talk, Lawrence. Come on, Larry.
It's Daryl.
Daryl. My other brother, Daryl. That's our director.
One more season, though, for that show, and it'll probably be the longest-running comic book-related show on television. So.
I think if they had made some smarter choices with some of the characters and not killing... I mean, the big mistake was killing Carl. I mean, I didn't even want to watch the show anymore once they killed him. I'm like, he was the heart of the... Oh, that's it. They kill the heart of the show all the time. That's a stupid idea.
Coral.
But anyway, so you know, they're tanking anyway. Their ratings have just dropped, and it's all the bad decisions by the executives.
Well, it happens after time.
And I love Nicotero, but he's part of that decision-making process. All of them are just making bad mistakes with that show. Oddly, the other show, Fear the Walking Dead, I didn't think it was going to get any better. I got upset when the dad died.
Yeah. When
he falls out of that helicopter, I was like, I'm done. And then my buddy Mac is like, no, you need to go back and watch it. So I'm like, oh, all right. And I went back and I'm like, you know what? It's a better show than The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's move on to Warner Brother plans the horror spinoff. Yeah, that was exciting news that the underworld trench-based part of Aquaman is going to be its own film now, and it's going to be a horror film. And I love that concept because that's very H.P. Lovecraftian to me.
And to do it without a lot of, without Aquaman and a few other characters, to treat it as its own kind of horror-based world unto itself.
Because there's some scary stuff under the ocean, man.
Well, Aquaman will be available digitally March 5th.
Oh, nice.
And then the movie will be out for physical media on the 26th.
Yeah, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. I'm really looking forward to buying that. I bought a new Blu-ray just so I could watch some of these new movies coming out. Let's see. The other news is that James Gunn script. It's been confirmed by the star of Guardians of the Galaxy that his script is going to be used for the next Guardians of the Galaxy.
It'd be dumb if they hadn't.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's horrible that he got fired. It's understandable why he got fired, but it's still horrible because James Gunn, despite his weirdness, personal blogging, is still, I think, one of the best directors and one of the best writers in Hollywood.
Yeah,
I just love his writing. I don't agree with him politically very much, but I love his storytelling. He's really one of the best storytellers.
I think that's the reason why Suicide Squad, I should say call it The Suicide Squad, will be incredible.
I do too. And I'm still hoping that they have Harley in there. Because
I think she'll be there.
Yeah, I think they're done with the Joker, at least that iteration of the Joker. But I really love her character, and Robbie is just really good in the part.
And Will Smith too, because
oh my God, yeah, he's one of the best parts of that film.
Yeah.
So yeah, the camaraderie between those two cracked me up.
Well, that's about it.
Yeah, well, we pretty much went through the list. Anything else pop up in your head that we might want to talk about? I guess we're done.
Sad to see you go.
Minefield blog. This is Gary.
And Keith.
And we're out of here. Double gun. Bye, guys.